What is up, my YouTubers, and welcome back to From the Depths, where we're once again finally back into the campaign mode. I'm sort of like starting where we left off last time, which was a couple of weeks ago when we had the sort of like early release, when we released, or the release of the strategic AI, you know, sort of like went live into dev test. So yes, starting off once again, I am in my internal build, you know, internal worky build for work, because at the same time, you know, I'm checking a couple of bits and bobs out whilst playing, so I'm trying to, you know, hit two birds with one stone. So hopefully this little thing down here does not bug you. Yes, and as I'm in our internal version, I've got the fog of war off because I want to see, you know, what is going on as well. Just, you know, in case I notice anything sort of like strange, or if you could people see anything strange whilst I am doing my usual. Anyways, how the hells are you all doing? Hopefully you are all doing good and all of that good stuff and things. Anyway, over here I have tweaked up some of our constructs a little bit, not too much. I mean, this guy, he definitely needs to be, I don't know, his engine definitely needs to be scrapped and pretty much redone from the beginning. Righty, I don't think this has anything that should come in with it, so let us begin the battle. Excellent. Yes, a little boaty. I think I started him off a little bit too deep there. So yes, this guy is I can't remember what he sort of like had last time. I just updated a bit of his detection. I think the railgun, I'm not too sure. The front CRAMS, it's using, you know, a mix of flak and HE as well. Which, as you can see, is pretty much stripping the whole crap out of this thing. That's a 75mm shell. Our missiles, unfortunately, I was using remote guided missiles in these little missile pods here. Let me give it a bit of a pause for everything, you know. Yeah, so over here in these little missile pods, I was using remote guided missiles, but unfortunately, when you put them on a spin block, wherever the spin block is, or somewhere around here, it does have a local weapon controller. However, it's not receiving the detections that well, so the remote guideds were going pretty much all over the place. So I had to change them to a mix of infrared, and on this side we're using the radar guided ones. So yeah, that's why, you know, we've kind of fallen to those distractions over there. Apart from that, reinforced it a little bit more in the inside over here. I mean, I've had this construct since I pretty much started playing From the Depths, and that was like years ago. And every time, you know, I tried to tweak it up, tried to update a little bit more and keep it with me for some reason. This is one of my favorite builds. But it definitely has a lot of weak spots, that is for sure, especially down here, under here. It's just, you know, one layer of metal. So yeah, and a crap load of props to keep it up. But anyway, that is that ship. Our little Green Hornets, they have also been tweaked as well. They now carry a torpedo with them, and they have done a hell of a lot for this run through. They have gotten rid of numerous swordfishes and Frankies and all the other good stuff and things. Two of them actually had a 2v1 versus a Moray. I mean, whilst they did get hit and the Moray pretty much downed them, they did end up repairing themselves and getting rid of the Moray. But I'm going to put that down to luck, pretty much. Putting that down to luck. Alright, so we've got these guys to get rid of. Let us do that. Who cares? Let's get this party started. See how things are going to go. Yes, our LAM system. Now, with the changes to the CRAMS, with the changes to the CRAMS, we can pretty much pop every single shell that is coming from a crossbones. So to me, the crossbones is no longer that real threat. If you have a set of lambs on your construct, it literally just pops every single thing that is coming towards you. And that is only because, you know, they're just pure HE. They don't have any mix of hardened pellets with them. You dearie me's! What an absolute mess of things. Everything seems to be going a bit slow, but that's probably because I'm in the little development, you know, build. Our internal build. You, my friend, honestly, I'm not trusting you one little bit.
You're in control.
Nah. Let us send you something like this. Just give you a bit of a thing like that for this fight. It's a bit of a, you know, tight spot, so, you know, I don't want to take any chances where, you know, I don't have to take them, so. What is our little sub doing? Is our sub going to use the pack? My god, everything is slowing down horribly. Oh dear, there goes our turret. That's an absolute shame. But hopefully, you know, our submarine can get underneath him and use his beautiful, beautiful pack. So yes, let me know in the box and down there, how are you finding the campaign mode, you know, since Strategic AI hit stable? I mean, I do know that there was a recent addition to it where the enemies, they do now pursue targets that are getting close or have gone into the enemy territory. So now they do pursue targets as well. You know, they prepare for that sort of like counter attack to those targets. Jesus, you have been really, really hurt, haven't you? This guy has just had a bit of a paint job. I haven't updated anything on him. So we've got some missiles from our submarine heading towards us. Go over here. Don't think we hit it though. Well, that is dead over there in the distance. Submarine is coming in for his little pack run. I hope. Here, are you going to use it, ladder? You totally did and made an absolute nasty hole. And yeah, we are totally in degraded mode. Which is very, 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 very degrading indeed. But yeah, looks like we've cleaned up this area. Oh crapness, it's got mines. Deary me. Hopefully they... Yes, they're on return to sender. Don't worry, I know the feeling, man. Excellent stuff indeed. Alright then, so over here, I just brought our UH-60, told it to make one of these things, because this is like our constructor, deliverer person and stuff and things like that. So this guy I have just fixed up for the campaign. The only things that I've changed on it is that as these heli blades are the only thing that's keeping it up and stable, so it doesn't roll with them. I mean, yes, we do have, what, two little things on the back here to look after roll. Or, I think. Yeah, it keeps it absolutely stable. So if Frankie comes along from a couple of miles away and his light, you know, very light weapons, they can strip these heli blades off. This thing ends up in the water and everything goes to hell. So what I've done is, just for the campaign, I've added in a couple of iron jets down here and some normal jet engines. They're going to be triggered only if this helicopter ends up, this UH-60 ends up in like between minus 10 and 50 altitude, for example. So if it's, you know, between that means that these blades, they've been destroyed. And then once it's over that altitude of 50, then they turn off, and obviously, you know, these would be working during that time. Anyways, we've built this little thing down here. This little thing is absolutely utterly crap. If you sneeze on it, it will blow up. It's absolutely useless. It just makes us materials, resources, and all that good stuff. I was putting down some... There they are. Putting down some of these fuel bits because I'm going to make this as a temporary, very inefficient fuel factory thing. So I'm going to just get these things down. Like so. And we're going to be using the simple fuel stuffs. Simple fuel processors. We're going to just dot them around the place as well. And this is just going to be used, you know, as an emergency sort of like fuel source. So I do definitely need to make up a fuel a mobile fuel generating shippy of the stuff and things as well. So hopefully you good people will give me an idea as to, or some sort of like names as to some sort of, you know, either we can go for something realistic, or you guys tell me to, you know, what sort of ideas you have for a mobile fuel construct. Who rated and Sue in order to set up the quickest way to set up, you know, resource transfer from one place to another is very simple. You go, just select the unit that you want, smack that R button. Now, currently it's got these things already selected because I done a duplicate of, you know, what I had. If we click onto the set the selected, you know, fleets to be supply fleets and all that blah 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 icon, we go over to here, we see, you know, a number of all of our constructs or fleets. In this case, this is a fleet because I know there's 2 Green Hornets in this and it's showing 1. That is a fleet. So what we're going to say here is where we want to take from and where we want to give to. Now, I know that Home Sweet Home is going to be a forced give to. We want to dump anything that we can, no matter what the procurement level of Home Sweet Home is. And we're going to say forced take from any of the harvesters. You know, I'm going to tick them all just in case I decide to move this UHC from one place to another. You know, in case I say, yeah, I want you to start to work on this harvester up here. And then we're going to say, well, you can give materials or resources to the advanced boat. You can also do that to this advanced boat, which is already ticked, and to our Green Hornets, which is already ticked because I, you know, duplicated this. We can say give to the sub pack as well if we want. So yeah, we've got all of that. We're taking from all of our harvesters like so. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to give this guy, we want to say, you know, where do you want it to take from and give to? And I'm just going to be very simple. Now, I don't want it to attract the attention of this, so I'm going to see what its path is pathing it's going to take. The problem is, you know, it's set a path close to this guy. This guy will end up blockading it. So we're going to go back in to our little construct if it's not selected. So I'll grab you. I'm going to put a waypoint here.
Moving out.
So I wasn't holding shift, so I just clicked just to remove, you know, all of its other waypoints. And then I'm going to shift click.
Moving out.
There. Going to shift click here. Shift click there. And back onto our first one. So like that, it has created a loop to go, you know, backwards and forwards, taking the resources from there, dumping them if it can into the resource zone over here. Whilst it is passing this, as we have ticked to take or force take from any and all of the harvester constructs, whilst it is passing from that one, it is also going to collect whatever resources it can, if it can fit any on it, which it probably won't be able to, and deliver them over here. So that's how you set up, you know, your automatic supply or delivery runs from point A to point B. Who rated it? So one of the other questions that I have for you, good peoples, is this thing I had in our first, one of my earliest uploads of From the Depths. So don't take it as a stupid subscribe now thing. That was there for ages ago. Anyways, in here, this is one of the questions that I do have for you people. All of this internal stuff has to change, that is for sure. But I want to show you the sort of like space that we have to work with, or that we can work with in terms of turrets. So we can go all the way up here, or a little bit less, just so I can make sure we're armored, as you know, this is all 1 meter thick all around. It's just an outside shell of 1 meter of metal. So in here, this is what I was going to ask you good people is, should we stay with rails, or as we have all of this beautiful space, and as I have 0 constructs that are using CRAMS, should we put in massive CRAM setups for this construct? And the other reason why I want to go with CRAMS is just to tweak up the front part a little bit on this, and a CRAM barrel, you know, a maxed out CRAM barrel would look pretty damn awesome coming out of these turret caps, I think. The same for here, but these guys, they're a bit smaller, and you know, there's one up and one down, so we do have less you know, area to play with. So I don't know, you know, if we can set up a decent cram in this sort of like space. We can definitely keep this as rail and definitely tweak it up as a rail. That is definitely, you know, not a problem for sure. But everything else has to be gotten rid of, remade from scratch. I don't know if you guys want to actually see me sort of like revamp this thing, you know, or it's all of its internals for sure, and its armoring and all of that good stuff. Over here we do have a double pack thing going on. This was a point at craft. It used, you know, you just used to point at things, and on a very, 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 you know, short charge time, trying to keep like a continuous amount of damage coming out, and pretty much at about 500 meters away from the target, this thing used to point at, and literally pitched its nose down to make sure, you know, that it could hit the target. So I don't know if we should keep the pack there or go with something else, perhaps a massive spinally mounted cram cannon again. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me in the box in the down there. There are some bits and pieces missing, some bits I still have to add to this build as well. I found this picture of this thing online quite a while ago. I mean, this was back in my first sort of like playthrough of the campaign. So yes, we have this. I would love to do it up, love to bring this into the campaign as well. Don't really want it to be that expensive. That's for sure, because we probably won't be able to bring it in. So a couple of bits and bobs will definitely have to either be chopped off or use cheaper stuff, you know, like the CRAMS and all that good stuff. Over here we do have torpedoes. I'd like to keep these torpedoes still. So yeah, looking forward for your comments and suggestions on this build. Excellent. So what do we have here? We have a shrike, another shrike, swordfish, shrike, and a snapjaw. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Let's get this going. Okay, and we're off to a confetti start, which is always good and nice to see. Our lambs getting rid of all of that good stuff. Our seaweeds getting rid of these two flying beasts and their mines. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Don't know what we should be focusing on at the moment. Just like one of our little Green Hornets there in the distance is doing a bit of evasive maneuverings. Very good. And one of them just got hit in the ass and pretending to do an evasive maneuver. Well, what do we have here? Why are you flying above us? Hopefully you don't have any bomb shoots. No, you don't. Very good. Is everything on? Yeah, no. Okay, where is our sub? Oh, it's over there. Excellent stuff. So that is also dead and gone. You are also removed from existence. Some missiles coming into this guy. They do, as they are said, missiles. Excellent, excellent. So our rail is actually going for the furthest thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough, and that is those out of the way. Okay, so we cannot leave before we have some sort of an epic unbalanced battle against us. Just probably gonna make me cry. So let us get that going. Okay, so it decided that it's only gonna pull these in. That's a shame. I really wanted to pull everything. Shall we just pull everything in? You know what? Let's just do that. Alrighty. Okay, so that is those sorted out. Let's see, we have one more, two more. Frankie. Frantic Chicken. Another Frankie. Smoon, the Davy Jones, and Fish in a Barrel. That's pretty much it. So double moray fun and games. That is absolutely horrible. Okay, let us get this thing going. And before we actually get started, oh Jesus Christ! Look at all those red dots heading towards our stuff.
Listening.
Which is the closest? Oh, that didn't come in. Oh wow, that moray is out of play. Oh, that's Yeah, that's good.
Engaging now.
Yeah, I'm gonna live with that. Okay, so we've got a Frankie there and a Frankie there. Let us send you to that.
Listening.
And you can also
now.
help him. You
Engaging
I want
now.
on that moray. Okay. Okay. Let us see how things are gonna play out. Oh Christ. Horrible CRAMS right to the face. Oh yeah, everything is going tits up, I think. Okay, so yeah, our rails, as they can't point at the morays, probably having a go at the Frankie at the top, top right. Over here. Oh dear, we're sticking. Okay, yeah, that Frankie is not having a good day. We're not having a good day either. Our little Green Hornets seem to are trying to do some evasive maneuverings. Oh crikey, you are getting hurt so much, and the other moray has decided to join in the fun as well. This is really not going as planned, is it? There goes a pack from the sub. God knows where that thing is. Oh, it's over there. Oh wow, I think you actually managed to hit it. Very good. I mean, that pack isn't made to go for, like, you know, targets at a high altitude. It's pretty much for surface targets, but you know, if it wants to. Wow. I think we're probably in degraded mode once again. That pack again going off against that Frankie there. You two, what are you two actually trying to do? The acrobatics, by the looks of things. Oh, there's Frankie. Actually, let's just have a bit of a pause, as that Frankie is pretty much in your face.
Listening. Engaging
You
now.
can get rid of him. How badly are we hurt? No, 93%, not that bad, I guess. Where's the UH-60? UH-60 is there. He is kind of fine. Oh dearie, there goes our turret cap. Our turret seems to still be intact. Yeah, our turret is okay. It's just our turret cap that has gone bye-bye, is it? It's an absolute shame, because that's probably the thing that's doing all of the damage. Right, so we've got one moray in the drink. One is still in the air. Let's make sure that we shall target it. So that's the frantic chicken. That's the moray. That's the one in the sea.
Engaging now.
We'll do that.
Listening.
You two are still on
Engaging now.
Frankie. Okay. So the little Hornets there looking after each other, very nice. Oh wow, look at all of that stuff heading towards our boaty over here. He is taking all of the shots like a pro, still managing to sort of like float, ramming ramming these little flyers. Poor little farts, honestly. Okay, so at least our seaweeds are still sort of like in action. They're still taking out, or trying to take out, that moray over there. Our lambs, I think they've dried up. Yeah, we're unable to do anything. Actually, let's give it another pause. You know what? Yeah, let us grab.
Receiving. Engaging now. Receiving. Engaging
Just
now.
send everything
Listening.
on this
Engaging
frantic
now.
chicken, because he is causing a lot of damage with those missiles, I think. And I don't think we're going to be able to repair that weapon in this battle. I mean, yes, I don't have a lot of repair bots. I do have a few repair bots, and then there's also, you know, Rambot. Here's Chillax on that construct. Oh, dearie me. Where the hell did those missiles come from? Please tell me. They were not my missiles. Okay, Frantic Chicken, he is gone and down and out the way. That is the Moray that's in the sea. That is the Moray that's in
Engaging
the
now.
air.
Listening. Engaging now.
Let's just send everything on it except
Listening.
you two. You two can
Engaging
carry
now.
on with that guy. What in the world is going on? I really have no idea what is going on right now. But looks like our boaty has given the enemy their better side. Oh dearie dearie me, that poor UH-60, he is going to get totally utterly wrecked. A bit of a pause. Let's see how our UH-60 is actually getting on. My god, man, your blades, they're still intact? What a miracle. So yeah, that little thing is taking pot shots at this big thing. The submarine has no clue where it wants to go, if it's going backwards or forwards. Oh, those torpedoes heading towards us. No, they're... okay. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Okay, so our little Hornets, what are our little Hornets up to? They're synchronized acrobatics by the looks of things. That projectile avoidance is trying to do what it's supposed to be doing. My god, man, they're actually moving, literally synchronized. They're getting rid of that base. You know what, I think I'm going to let them get rid of that base. Yeah. That's turned into a submarine. Oh dear, things are going a little bit badly now. Yeah, so if you do have any tips or ideas to improve things, obviously let me know in the box, down there. Hopefully you guys are also looking forward for that build to be sort of like updated, to get it in game with CRAMS, probably with CRAMS, unless you guys have a better idea. Oh, beautiful shot with the pack there, very nice, but obviously, you know, its damage is going to decrease because that's a very close, it's set up to be very, very close range. UH-60 is somewhere over there in the distance. That thing is set up to really circle at a distance, you know. I really wanted it to fight for about like 2005, I think, kilometers away, meters away. Oh dear! Oh, clip there. But those Hornets, they really, really go through hell, and they somewhat still manage to work. it's mind-blowing. They either work too well, or they just get one shot. Love them. Here goes a little torp. So yeah, it's trying to sort itself out. It's trying to, you know, with the projectile avoidance at the same time. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Our boaty is, yeah, here's it's like pew pew pew. A goddamn mountain. Okay. So yeah, this one what damage? Oh yeah, he's lost his ditties there. Oh wow, we still have that Smoon in the distance. Okay, and that's the Moray out of the picture. Very good indeed. Let us, I don't know, who should we get rid of next? Let's get rid of you.
Engaging now.
I mean, that Smoon, he is no threat at all to us. Oh, UH-60, how are you doing? Taking pot shots at the Smoony. Very good. Yeah. Oh dear! Something went in confetti mode. Oh, you poor little thing. He got his friend will chillax and hopefully repair him. Those Hornets, man. I just love those Hornets too much. Is our missiles going for our own? Oh, you stupid fart! You stupid piece of crap, stupid thing! Would you stop killing your friends? Don't you have bloody identify friend phone? Did I do the same bleeding mistake as I did in our adventure run? Oh, you stupid fart! Yeah, that's those stupid radar guided ones, isn't it? In it? Is it in it? Oh crap, man. Cut it out, you stupid... Bye. Bye. Stop killing your friends, you stupid maniac. Look at that. Look what you done. You did more damage to the little Hornets than the enemy did. Jesus. Honestly, these people. Okay, so this is the thing. Oh, mind you, we still got that Smoony in the distance over there, but I think our little UH-60 here is going to be getting rid of that. Hopefully we have enough materials that these guys can repair each other. My god, they're still managing to float. Somewhat float. Wow. And yeah, they're popping down those torps. Very good. You won't be because it's not really pointing at them. So you shouldn't be launching torps. Can our torpedoes actually hit it though? That's the question. I don't... Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't say anything. That is that down. How the hell is this thing floating? What the hell? Did you really manage to repair your butthole? Very good. Very good indeed. Oh, that is just beautiful. That is just beautiful. Now, it really does not have a lot of repair bots. I think it's only got like 8 repair bots on that thing. I mean, I mostly keep just a few repair bots just so that they can repair better out of play, you know, in the map or on the map. And from now on, your constructs can only repair on your territory, or I think in future as well on allied territory. Yes, our sub also has repair tentacles because I also use that as a constructor for the little harvester bases. Like that. And everything else can do does what it wants. I bet it's still going to do it, isn't it? Yep, it's yep. 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 I hate you. I hate you. That's it. I don't want to look at you anymore. Over here, the poor Smoon has been trying its hardest to stay the hell away from everything. The poor thing, man. Oh, I don't believe it. It's tried as much as it could to sort of like stay out of range of everything, to try to stay alive. Oh dear. The MVPs are these guys over here, man. There you go. Well done. That is that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. That is the end of the Deep Water Guard. I mean, the only bits and pieces that are left is, what? That. And that. And that's pretty much it for the Deep Water Guard. So yeah, we've got all of this good territory for ourselves. Let me know in a box down there who we should be going up against next. I am thinking to wait Flayers because I don't want these guys taking a lot of their territory away and, you know, pretty much taking these resource zones for themselves. So yeah, that is my idea. Hopefully you guys, you know, will let me know in the box down there. So for now, my awesome YouTubians, thank you for chillaxing with me today. Take care, and I'll catch you all on the next one.